Today we're going to talk about RepeatMD 101. While we get started, if you guys can let me know in the chat right now how far along you are in your RepeatMD journey. Did you just sign up? Are you 2 months in, 3 months in? This is going to help me guide you in getting the best use out of today's webinar. We're going to cover a couple quick things. We're going to talk about how to get more people signed up for your RepeatMD app. Brand new. Hey, Tina, welcome. We're going to talk about how to get more people signed up for your rewards app, how to make more sales on your app. We're going to cover it all, one thing right after another. And we're going to definitely start with getting the first 1,000 signups. So that's the most important part.
Hey guys, I'm back.
So they can, Jeremy, just roll with it because they can hear you. I can't, but it's totally cool. We'll just, I'll read your lips. We're totally cool. Like I said, I think I heard my speakers make a glitch, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So we can just get started. And I see that you want to get things rolling with a very special announcement.
Oh yeah, big announcement, guys. Just so y'all know, this is just super exciting. This is our biggest event of the year, really our biggest event of all time. And guys, if for whatever reason you can't hear me, please let me know. Oh, you can't hear me either. You are. Okay. Chris, can you hear me now? Nothing? Can y'all hear me in the chat? I know this is really annoying. I'm sorry. Let's see. Can y'all hear me now? You can hear me, Andre? Okay, cool. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. I feel crazy right now. Okay. So biggest event of the year, guys. Go ahead and scan that QR code there and sign up. It's called our Sell More This Holiday Season. It's happening Tuesday, October 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to learn a lot of really cool stuff, like the 5 profit killers that quietly drain holiday revenue and like how to avoid them. And then from there, we're going to talk about how to make gift cards and skincare your #1 revenue driver this month. And then we're going to go into the top holiday promos for practices that they're using to generate that cash fast. And then also how to double your membership sales in just 30 days. Lots of exciting stuff. But hey, just so y'all know the things that we're working on, this has taken us 2 years and $20 million just to invest to build this for y'all. We're super pumped. This is going to be our RepeatMD V3. It's the first system ever that's built to automate y'all's revenue. So that way you guys can sell more without putting in a ton more effort, without doing more, right? And for everyone that joins us live, the real reason why you want to be there, not only are you going to learn a lot, but you're automatically entered in to win $100,000 in cash plus $50,000 in surprise bonuses. Guys, it wouldn't be a RepeatMD event if we weren't giving stuff away, right? So can't miss event. Scan the QR code. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well for all of you that are watching this on your phone. Ryan, you want to win? Good. Ryan, I know you're going to be there. I have a feeling you might win something. Feeling lucky. Okay, great. So let's get into a little bit about us. So there we go. Today's hosts, me, Jeremy Goldsberry, the client marketing manager. If you're not familiar with me, I've been here a few times, so you probably have seen me around a lot. If not, welcome. I was one of the first employees at RepeatMD since day one, and my main focus has always been creating the most valuable, value-driven apps for you guys, the high-performing apps, right? Now, Chris, tell them about yourself.
And so definitely my absolute favorite thing is introducing and talking about myself. Hi guys, my name is Chris, and I have been in the industry now for 15 years. I've been using RepeatMD for 4 years now, or maybe 3, maybe 4. Over the last couple years, though, I have made over $2 million using RepeatMD, and I want to let you guys know that everything I tell you today is good if you are just a solo provider, single practitioner, or you've got a team of 15 behind you. Every tip I give you today is good for any size practice. We are getting into the season of my book. I did write a book called Marketing Magic, spell books to make your med spa grow. You find it on Amazon for like $8. And that's about all I got. So I'm the co-owner and director of operations at Misha Aesthetics. Let's talk about what we're going to cover today. Oh, wait. If you don't know how to use Goldbelly, that's what you use to buy snacks. Goldcast. Teach them how to use Goldcast, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. If this is your first time, we have some great features in here to help interact. So the chat on the right-hand side, that was great. Thank you guys for telling us that you can and can't hear us. That was helpful. So go back in the chat. Feel free to, tell us who you are, where you're from. And then from there, we also have one-on-one direct messaging. So that way, if you want to send a direct message to me or Chris, feel free to. We'll do our best to get that answered and get back to you by the end of this. And then also the Q&A tab. So we always do Q&A at the end. So if you guys have questions, Please submit them as soon as you think about them, and in that way we'll get them shared and answered at the end.
So here's what we're going to cover today. First, we're going to talk about how to increase your app signups at any stage. And that's probably the most important part, right? So the CEO of RepeatMD, Philip Elizabeth Setter, says that if you don't have an audience, you can't make sales. Kim Kardashian is not a saleswoman. She just has a large audience. So you don't even have to be good at sales to be able to sell. You just have to have an audience. So we're going to teach you how to get that audience. Fortunately for you, you have some really cool ways to get there. Then we're going to talk about the 4 keys to avoiding the welcome offer trap. Okay, so you get people to sign up because you have a reward offer. How do you get them keep coming back for more, right? You got to get them to come back. And then number 3, we're going to talk about how to boost revenue with promotions on RepeatMD. Probably the most exciting part, because who doesn't like to make some money? And then finally, maybe Q&A. I'll have to read your Q&As today because I can't hear anything. But we'll definitely get through some Q&As. Please, please, please ask hundreds and thousands and millions of questions. There are no rewards for asking questions like there are for coming to the Sell More event on October 21st, 22nd. But definitely come on by.
Let's dive in.
Okay, so how are you going to get your first 1,000 signups, right? Just so you have a point of reference, I've been doing this for 4 years. I have 15,000 people signed up for my app. I didn't get there overnight. It took time, right? First, if you're just getting started out with RepeatMD, start with VIP access. So they call them in casinos the whales, the people who are loaded with money. Find your whales in your office, the people who are so loyal to you, you know their names off the top of your head, right? Reach out to them one-on-one and say, listen, I'm about to launch an app. I'd like you to see it first. But the whole kicker is you've got to text me back and tell me your thoughts. So I created early access to select VIPs to find out, what did you all think? This is also a solid opportunity to make changes. If your whales can't find your promotions, you're not doing it right. If they're not enticed to buy memberships, you're not doing it right. So use your whales to drive your changes before you launch larger. Okay, after this, you're going to want to do social proof. Create FOMO, fear of missing out. Screenshot what your whales say about your app and say, now, do you all want access to this? Create that humdrum vibe, that why did she get access? Why did I get access? I want access. Create the FOMO. People went crazy over this. And then go for the launch. Hit it hard. Let people know that you're going to launch with a limited time offer. Create some urgency. So what I did is I created $50 off your first visit if you signed up in the month of April and you had to visit. So if you guys run monthly promotions, this is a really good way. If you tap it, Jeremy, this is a really good way to create that urgency. We did $50 off if you came in with the first 30 days. After that, it was going to drop down to 25. Y'all, I was doubling the offer for people, motivating them. This was my April promotion, right? So if you are struggling to fill your books in September or October, let people know. If they visit and they have your rewards app, they save $50. You're securing their contact information. I think, Jeremy, take a mental note. I want to add a slide. So here's the thing. Instagram is lit, right? So I don't know if you guys know Injector Bunny. I was just having this conversation with her the other day. Having a big Instagram following feels good. It's a vanity metric. But here's the problem. You don't own those followers. Say that out loud to yourself right now. I do not own my followers, right? So if Instagram goes down tomorrow, can you still reach out to your clients? With RepeatMD, they are your followers. They're in your rewards app. So really the motivation to get people to sign up for your rewards app is that you have non-restricted access to these people via text message. And you can actually have their email addresses as well. It's a new database for you. Tap that screen for me. After the urgency, create awareness by tying your app into benefits on social media. So 1 week every month, I'm about to do it tomorrow. If you guys don't already follow me on social media, now is a good chance to do that. I am doing a promotion on Friday where I'm doing $50 off lips right now for everybody, September only. Now, what if you're not ready for lips right now and you want to buy it ahead of time? Well, you can. My members are going to get a secret promo code and they'll be able to save $50 on half syringes of lips on the app, and it's a membership exclusive. This way I'm rewarding my members, giving them flexibility, but also saying, if you're not a member, I still love you. You just got to come in this month to enjoy it. They both win, right? So non-members, come in right now. Members, you earned flexibility by being a member. And this is what I'm going to do, is spread awareness of my memberships and rewards app by talking about this on social media, right? And finally, create a habit. Guys, this is not a George Foreman grill. You cannot set it and forget it, right? So you need to talk about this frequently, as often as you possibly can. You want to make sure that you leverage this in on a repetitive basis. One of my favorite things is my front desk. Guys, I go through this exercise every time I do this webinar. There's two trains of thought for your front desk. One, hi, welcome to Misha Aesthetics. That's friendly. That's fine. It's not going to pay the bills though, right? Hi, welcome to Misha Aesthetics. Any memberships or packages I need to be made aware of? Clients will either say no, or I had no idea you guys had memberships or packages. That opens the door for the conversation. Leverage your front desk to teach your clients about everything you offer. Tip tap. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself, right? How many times have you seen or gotten a Starbucks notification? You gotten a text message from Bed Bath & Beyond, American Eagle, Aerie. They do it because they missed you the first time. They might miss you the second. They're going to capture you the third. You got to be consistent, intentional, and repetitive. Use education as a way to promote on your app. For example, if I got to talk about microneedling, I will always say microneedling is great. One and done, but best in a series of 3. And if you're going to buy a series of 3, you might as well get it on my app because you save 10%. I will say this 100 times in 100 different ways, and I would say it in 100 different languages if I could. If you're saving, you're not selling. So if you're saving your patient's money, you're no longer selling them, and that feels good to the patient, right? If you're educating, you're no longer selling as well. Everyone's always afraid of sounding like they're salesy. Educate, don't sell. Save, don't sell, and you'll come out in the end. Now, how are we going to work on avoiding the welcome offer trap? So what this means is somebody downloads the app for $50 off in April, my example, and then never opens your app again. Well, let's talk about it. You want to create in-app exclusives that include a savings component. I just said, if you're saving, you're not selling. So if the only place you can save 20% off laser hair removal is in my app, are you going to download the app? For sure. I do it Wawa all the time. So do you guys have Wawas around you? No, Sheets, I don't know, any gas station. Wawa, I can save $2 on iced coffee if I use the app. You bet your bottom freaking dollar I open that app every time, save $2. What's a Buc-ee's? That sounds like something you get treated for. I got the Buc-ee's. So you definitely want to, I miss your laugh, Jeremy. This is so hard. Okay, so you want to create in-app exclusives and make sure the savings are only available then. In chapter 14 of my book, though, I do say bend over backwards for people. So if you've got a patient who's on the fence of downloading the app, let them have the promo one time out of the app, but show them where to find it for next time. Next, take your app into the real world. I'm not even gonna get to hear myself talk. This is rude. Show the clip.
Well, hey there, RepeatMD fam. I am at a wedding expo. Here is our booth. There's a RepeatMD sign. Here is your tip of the day. You guys should be capitalizing on giveaways at these trade shows to get signups, right? So we have these magic cards. On one side is what to do to get ready for a wedding, but on the other side is a QR code where you can sign up for our rewards program, which is me getting your information, and I'm entering you in for a $1,000 gift card. So the goal today is to get 100 signups entered into my little universe of RepeatMD.
I'm going to pretend Peyton is saying he can hear the video, not that he has a problem with how many bow ties I own.
On one of your postcards and doing a little giveaway.
All right, guys, so just to recap, your app may be digital, but it doesn't have to exist only there. Wait, am I wearing it now? I am. This bracelet right here, I don't think I showed you this, Jeremy, did I? You're going to love this. My bracelet has an RFID chip in it, and it links you right to my RepeatMD app. So if I meet somebody and I want them to sign up for my app, I just tap my phone on my bracelet, and it takes them right to the app.
That's next level.
Phil Elizabeth Setter didn't even pay for this. I had to do it myself. So RFID chips, by the way, are on Amazon for like $3. You can program them on an iPhone. I promise you, if you just take a second, it's not hard. And then I just tuck it into my bracelet. I made this myself. The bracelet was free at a trade show. I'm Phil of the future, move over. It's Chris of the future. So that's taking it into the real world, but let's talk about your app in your office as well. Guys, once again, you on this webinar cannot do this alone. Unless you're a one woman or man practice, fine. But if you have a team, your team has to be on board. Help them get on. Help them get on board. Here's how my front desk helps.
Hi, welcome to Misha Aesthetics. Let me get you checked in. Do you have any packages or memberships that we should be aware of? Wait, packages and memberships? You must not be signed up for Misha Plus. Give this QR code to get started.
So I mentioned that earlier in the presentation. Hi, welcome to Misha Aesthetics. Rewards or memberships I need to know about? Hi, welcome to Misha Aesthetics. Rewards or memberships I need to know about? Oh, I didn't know you had those. Well, sign up here. So Jeremy, I know we're taking mental notes. I forget what the first slide was that I wanted to put in, but the second slide I want to put in is the text I sent out to people when they confirm their appointment has the RepeatMD link in it. So people always ask, how did you get so many people to sign up for your app? I make them do it before they visit me, right? Hey, thanks for confirming your appointment. To save $25 at your visit, make sure you sign up for our app. Everybody does it, right? You don't have to then remember to do it in the office. They've done it already. Okay, now let's go to the treatment room.
So I see you have a couple treatments coming up. They would all be covered under the Rose Gold membership if you would like to sign up.
Jeremy, ask me what drives me nuts with nurse injectors or doctor injectors or estheticians.
What drives you nuts, Chris?
Sometimes I think they forget that they're medical professionals and should read charts before a visit starts. Hot take, sorry. And not everybody in this meeting. I'm sure some of you read charts ahead of time, right? But some of you just, not you, some other people, just like, hi, what are we doing today? Oh, Botox? How many units? Okay. That's not the best way to be a salesperson, right? If you can lead the conversation, hey, we're doing Botox again. Last time we did 60 units, I see. Can I try 65? Don't worry about the extra 5 units. You have a reward. Do you see how easy that conversation was? Now the next time they come in, they're going to ask for 65 because they like the results better. Microneedling. Oh, hey, we're doing your second microneedling today. I'm going to recommend another. Do you want to buy 3 more so you save 10%? You have to play chess, right? You've got to think ahead, be prepared. Now, if your front desk misses them and the treatment room misses them with the app, let's see how we do it at checkout.
So I see that this is your first microneedling and you still have 2 to go. Why don't you think about signing up for the Misha Plus app and getting a package and saving 10% for next time?
Your front desk has to be on board. Your checkout team has to be on board. And again, you notice that Glory wasn't selling, she was saving. Well, listen, she sold 3, but she saved 10%. So remember, if your team is dedicated to saving money with your clients, you'll sell more in the end. And this is not a loss. It's not a 10% loss. It's a 10% investment.
Bingo.
Ding. People ask all the time, how do you allocate 5 days each month to tie Misha Plus or your rewards app on social media? Let's talk about it. Members only giveaways. Love that. So Misha Plus Member Monday giveaway. I love an alliteration. I give away something to my members only. And then people are FOMO. I want to be a member. What is memberships all about? Let me ask the right questions. So that's a really easy way to do it. Introduce limited time reward check-in bonuses. Like Starbucks has happy hours for double check-ins. RepeatMD's admin panel is hot. I don't want to judge anybody on this call, Jeremy, but I feel like the admin panel of RepeatMD is slightly underutilized. You guys have the power to deduct repeat cash. You have the power to do bonus check-ins. You have the power to do promos, retention texts, SMS blasts. If you're just walking away from your RepeatMD admin panel after you get everything set up, you're not leveraging your investment. Make a meeting with your SMS. You distracted me by the word ADD, ad. Make a meeting with your client success manager. And I got it without you saying it. And definitely say, hey, I feel like I'm not making the most of my RepeatMD investment. Can we go through a quick little training? This is a really good example. I think later, Jeremy, if we mental note, we should go into the admin panel and like run down the side, right? So we'll do that later. Back to social media. Day 3, I live, laugh, love this one. I always thank my support staff, my front desk team. I put a picture of them and I say, thank you guys for handling a lot of the RepeatMD Misha Plus stuff. I look good on social media. I genuinely mean it. But then also it gives people an opportunity to see the word Misha Plus. Day 4, questions. Does anybody have questions on our rewards app? That's it. Throw it out there. And remember, sometimes it's like fun to make a joke, like any question, no question's a dumb question. If you've got a question, someone else probably has the same question. So definitely roll with that one. And then last but not least, I always talk about packages. It's kind of hard to see here, but this is the same image triplicated. It'll stop the scroll, It'll get people's attention. If you see things in triple, people are like, wait, was it a mistake? Why is this person posting the same things 3 times? It's because microneedling, chemical peels, laser hair, they're best in sets of 3. And if you want to save money on a set of 3, buy it in the app. So just a quick recap, talking about it doesn't have to be just talking about your app 5 days in a row. RepeatMD gives you the luxury of memberships, rewards, packages. Wait, do you guys want to hear something exclusive?
Let us know. Come on.
Okay, let's talk about it. If anyone comments literally anything in the chat right now, I'll spill some secrets. I'll wait. Just anything. Let me know you're still out there.
There we
Great.
go.
Love, live, laugh, love. So packages, rewards, memberships. If you guys attend the V3 event, I don't know how much Jeremy told you, and I don't know what I'm going to get fired for, so bear with me. I hear gift cards are coming. I hear the potential to drop ship skincare is coming. Please don't fire me, Jeremy. And I know, you can't even hear me. I can't even hear if you're firing me, so I'm just going to keep going. So skincare drop shipping, so even if it's on or not on your shelves, gift cards, and then there's one other thing coming. Do you want to tell him? Should I tell him?
Referral rewards.
Referral rewards. Everybody wants to get more clients, and RepeatMD is going to make it so easy to reward people for sending new clients your way. So it'll all be tracked in your app. You don't have to worry about those paper intake forms where they handwrite who sent them. They'll have a custom link, and then you can run contests. Whoever gets me the most new clients in a 3-week period wins a $100 gift card. Done. So V3 is coming. I think it's October 21st. I don't know when the actual launch is. It's RepeatMD on prescribed steroids.
Love it.
So you didn't buy them online. Only get your stuff from us at Misha Aesthetics. Just kidding. Anywhere you trust. Raise your hand. Jeremy, save that question for later.
Yep.
Raise your hands in the chat if you currently use retention offers. If you don't, you're leaving money on the table. Now, my biggest tip, never use Botox units as a retention offer, right? So you never want to say, hey, I see you haven't been in a minute. Here's 5 free units. Yet you're kind of training customers to wait for the retention offer. But I love a free oxyfacial with a dermaplane. Add an upper lip laser for free to any full body area. You guys can swap out your retention offers whenever you want. It doesn't hurt, right? These are one of those I definitely give you the flexibility to see what brings people back to your office. I set them for net 100 days. Botox is my most common item. It should be every 90 days. If I don't see you for 100 days, I want you to be bothered. Boop. Pretty easy. So you don't have to go back, but I just want to recap real quick. Those are the 4 ways to save people from never opening your app again. I've heard this at trade shows. And again, I'm a very transparent person because Jeremy won't fire me, I hope. The number one reason people get frustrated with their investment is that they don't know how to use it. And I just told you 4 ways to use it, right? You want people to open your app after the first download. Retention offers. Talk about it on social media. Put a promo they can't get anywhere but your app, and retrain your front desk and your providers. If you have to close your office for 2 hours to do an in-person training and you need RepeatMD to fly me out, we can talk about it. I'll hop on a plane. I mean, I love traveling. I'm just saying, I can't make that promise for everybody. Please don't quote me on that. But
yeah, take it easy.
Jeremy and I are happy to hop on a call with y'all and get your front desk involved. I'm very entertaining. I will put on a sparkly jacket. I'll get a top hat. I'll put on a wig. For Halloween, I'm being Miss Piggy and my husband's being Kermit. I'll put on the wig early. If you guys need us to talk to your team about how exciting it is, tangent. Jeremy, give me a high five if I can go on a tangent. Okay. People always ask how to get your team motivated. Sometimes it takes a little brutal honesty, and I tell my team, if you would like us to keep the lights on, we're going to need you to get involved, right? You cannot be passive as an employee here. I need you to be aggressive. I need you to be, not aggressive, maybe, not reactive. Wait, what are the 2? Reactive and proactive. Thank you. I need you to be proactive in helping us use the app because I would like you to keep your job. And I'm not threatening on firing you, but our doors might shut and I might turn the lights off if I can't make it work, right? So sometimes you have to be a little honest with your team and say, I brought RepeatMD on to help our practice soar. And that's only going to work if you help me. Don't be afraid to be honest with your team. They respect it. I respect it. How did I sell 100 memberships in 1 week? I also feel like, Jeremy, if we're making notes here, I need a better transition between there's just jumps into this one. I never set out to sell memberships when I first got RepeatMD. I was like, it's the least of my concerns. I really want the retention. I really want the packages. I really want a firm. All of a sudden, I started selling memberships. And ask me why I like memberships.
Why do you like memberships?
Well, it's recurring revenue that I don't have to work for. So like every month, without me having to lift a finger, my bank account grows by $56,000. That's pretty chill. And if you ever plan on selling your med spa, you can't just sell Blue Sky. What you can sell, though, are members. And you can say, hey, I've got these members built in. It comes with my med spa. That's what memberships matter. Here's how I did it. I think we skipped one. So Misha 2.0, which is now is a great time to literally screenshot and retake this, is fall back in love with your skin. And we're so close for you guys to being able to do this, actually. I did this campaign 4 years ago, so don't try and duplicate it quite yet. But I added $25 into everyone's account, and I said it's going to live there for 48 hours. After 48 hours, I'm taking it back. And all you got to do is use that for anything in the app. But my biggest suggestion is use it for a membership. Because once you sign up for a membership and you make it through all 4 months, I'll give you another $50 at the end. This was a $75 per person investment. Sounds high, right? Now keep in mind, I don't have a high churn rate. I have 275 members. I've only lost 3 ever. So these people are sticking with it because I've made my membership irresistible. My membership comes with $1 off talks, and my membership is set up just like a beauty bank. It's a bank. They can use the money in office or on the app. So again, fall back in love with your skin, put in an investment of a little bit of a discount off the first month's membership, which you can build in now. When you build your membership, we'll show you later on the screen. So you can't do this one identically, but this is what I did, and I didn't want to lie to y'all. And it worked. I think I sold 107 memberships, something like that. This is the same information I just told you. This is what it looked like in my email. Remember earlier, we love scarcity and urgency. I talk about this all the time. Who remembers the Disney Vault? It's one of my favorite things. Buy Peter Pan on VHS before it returns to the Disney Vault forever. People jumped on buying Peter Pan. I freaking hate Peter Pan, but I bought it because it was going to go away and I wanted it. So definitely don't let your promos run for too long. People forget about them. That was the email I sent out. And then I distributed this with an omni-channel marketing approach. OMNICHANEL. I love this word so much I got it tattooed on my thigh. Jeremy thinks I'm kidding. I actually have the word omni-channel tattooed on me. It's a multi-channel approach. And this means that we're going to approach things in a different direction so we target our entire audience. 1, always social media, always first. It's the least aggressive. People have to be on social media to see it, right? So I posted the same news on social media. 2, my email. Guys, please only send emails between 10 and 11:30, 1 and 3:30. You are all guilty of this. I know this. You get to work at 9 a.m., you open your emails, you're overwhelmed, and you mass delete everything that's not important. And I'm sorry, medical spa shit is not important. In the mornings, this is not important. Right? I got shit to do, right? So don't be that person who gets deleted. Wait until 10, be the distraction. One of my favorite email subject lines is, let me be your procrastination. Or your procrastination starts here. Guys, the more transparent you are with your clientele, the more they're going to love you. I get a lot of people who open their emails. Procrastination is a common thing. We all want to procrastinate at work, right? Just don't get fired. We're about to get fired, Jeremy. That's the email. And last but not least, the most aggressive is that text message. I use RepeatMD to send it out. It does link back to my email. Do you guys want to hear why RepeatMD doesn't put emphasis or do emails? I just learned this weekend. They know what they're good at. They know what they can grow into. And they also know that there are other people who are really good at email. RepeatMD is not going to waste their resources and time when they could be building you something better on something that already exists. So if you approach RepeatMD and say, I want this built in, they'll be honest and say, hey, we're actually really close to doing that. Hey, we're actually working on this. Oh, we're working on that. One of the things people ask for is, why can't I send emails with RepeatMD? It's not designed for that. RepeatMD is a mobile-friendly app that's designed to be on the go. Text messages, your app, right? So you can include a link in the RepeatMD text message and send them to any email, any landing page. Lit, L-I-T. I'm going to stay on the screen for a second. Mostly so Jeremy could type. Okay, so that was my omni-channel approach. The framework works for anything, right? So if you don't want to do it on memberships, I don't know if you guys have heard of this buy X, get Y in the app itself, but you've all heard about it IRL, right? At McDonald's, buy a Whopper, get fries for half off. You've heard this at, Guess, the store, BB, Old Navy, buy one pair of jeans, get one for 20% off. You've heard of this before, right? One of my tips for buy X, get Y, stop the scroll by mixing and matching your products. Sure, buy 20 units, get 5 is fine. I've done it before. But what about snag an IV drip and get a B12 shot? 3 dental visits, get whitening. Go even crazier, right? I'm about to launch next month or the month after, buy 30 units of Botox and get a free peptide consultation. I'm trying to push peptides. They're the wave of the future.
Oh,
So
yeah.
whatever you're trying to sell, put it with the buy X, get Y. That also lives in your app. Introducing Adonis. And soon his girlfriend or work wife. I don't know. I've yet to tell the story. Phil doesn't like me when I make up things that don't exist, but I'm going to make a story. So Adonis is the AI that lives. I don't think we have another slide on Adonis. We have to show them live at some point, I guess. Once we go to the app, we'll show you what Adonis does. Basically, he is a built-in ChatGPT style bot that only references your RepeatMD catalog. So if someone says, I want to erase melasma, and you offer the Enlighten peel, but you don't offer a BBL laser, he's not going to recommend the BBL laser because that would do you a disservice. He's only going to recommend the Enlighten peel. What's even sexier? Ask me what's sexier, Jeremy.
What's sexier?
He will directly link to the product. So after he takes the time to recommend the product, within 2 clicks, a patient can buy it. People always say, what if Adonis makes a mistake? Well, he hasn't for me yet. But if he does, and a person buys something they can't use, you just take that credit and use it for something else. It's called the transitive property. This is probably a good time to show them where the RepeatMD Help Center is, Jeremy. Would you like to take us to the admin panel?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Oh,
This is going to be even harder for us to do. Oh no, I can still. I'm really good at reading lips, y'all. I'm really impressed with myself. Or Jeremy and I are just best friends.
I think we're best friends. That's fair.
Did nobody look at Jeremy's emails when he opens them up? 1, 2, 3. As easy as do, re, mi. Do you know what's crazy is I'm gonna have to check to see if I went deaf during this because I can't even hear my phone. Maybe I'm just deaf. That's not a joke. Don't joke about deaf things, but I'm kind of nervous. And it's like 15 years of theater. I have a degree in theater management, business management, human resource management. Girl, I got it all. And I think the theater thing, I can read Jeremy's body language. In the words of Ursula, body language. Ha! That's a really deep cut Disney reference. I'll be impressed if anybody gets it.
Oh.
Okay, so Adonis is a little further down. Oh, I'm going to talk now. Are you talking or am I talking? Let me do Adonis first. Okay, y'all. So Adonis, in your admin panel, you can set your starter questions. You can feed him instructions. You don't have to do any of this. It comes preloaded. But even further down, this is exciting. You can see one more. I asked the last question, so you're good right here. Yeah, that's it. Nope, go up one. Yeah. You can see what people are asking. One down. Yeah, I just wanted to, I'm not giving you any patient information because this is me. This is one of my coworkers. So Adonis will chat with them. What are your top 3 selling treatments in 2025? And then you can click on the username and you can see if the person bought anything. So you can even see if Adonis is making you money, which is really nice. We were going to talk about the left panel. That help center is where you can download all the goodies.
You can search through here, guys, exactly what you're looking for. I mean, we have all different types of articles in here for you guys to download. Let's see. Also, if you could go into marketing materials. Oh, I stopped sharing. Hold on.
And then I also, on the left side, you can also, oh, you're still launching the resources.
Yep. That'll be, and we can do, drive patient signups in the office, pro tips, all different types of guides. Just all you need to do is search, and then
on the left side where you site-wide promotions, we talked about that as well. This is where you're going to put in those buy X, get Ys.
no, under special offers.
Special offers, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Special offers. In special offers, you're going to do the buy X, get Y. You can create that. There's literally, we talk fast because we have a lot to show you. There's no rush. Start at the top and work your way down. There's literally no rush. So if you guys want in the Q&A to ask specifically about any of these offers or any of these side things, here's Adonis for you live in action. If you can enter Adonis here or up top. He'll take a second or two to gather your entire database. And then when he's ready, you can perks of a membership. And then Adonis will say, okay, well, let me learn real quick about what it is. And here you go. You guys don't have to do any of the selling. Adonis can.
That's right. Your number one treatment advisor. What do you want me to ask?
So that's
Chris?
coming in V3.
Oh, you can't hear me. Duh. V3. Okay.
Last but not least, just this little thing I put at the end of all my presentations. So many people get stressed about, I don't know what to post. Don't work hard, work smart. Google September 2025 special days, and it will tell you what to do. Pick what's a reference for y'all. National Read a Book Day, Star Trek Day, National Peanut Day. Can you go to my Instagram real quick? I'm sorry, I'm making you work hard on our speechless day, Jeremy. National Read a Book Day is coming, so I saw that was coming in the future, and I had this really cool idea, and this blew up. I am doing a book club. Scroll, and you'll see someone reading a book. No, not that one. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep. Guys, I started a virtual book club. I offered to give everyone $10 in their account to pay for a book. We're going to read it 90 pages once a week, and then we're going to have a discussion board. Jeremy, ask me why I'm doing this.
Why are you doing this, Chris? This is random.
Because I'm focused on engagement on social media. Look how many comments came in, and they're long comments, which people love. If you click on the same post, but the next picture over.
Oh,
no, go back. The arrow is in the picture, yeah. This was our discussion question. It's kind of like being back in school. But here's what I realized. I could try and sell Botox till I'm blue in the face, but everyone around me is also trying to sell Botox. Do you know what no one else is doing, though? No one else is fostering relationships with their clients and or establishing a community. So in a world where everyone is yelling about something, I'm inviting people to slow down and make connections with other Misha people. And I also got 200 people are participating in my book club, and 3 of them said that they were on the fence of visiting us. But now that I gave them a $10 gift card to buy this book, they're coming in for a visit. You know they're going to spend more than $10. So this actually this was not a acquisition marketing phase. This was a retention marketing phase that turned into an acquisition marketing phase. I haven't told anybody about this yet. So, if you feel like stealing this idea, pretty easy framework. I just offer to give everyone $10 in RepeatMD cash if they want to buy the book. That's kind of my reimbursement. They're going to spend that money with me anyway. And then every Friday, I use a Canva template, and I'm also letting them earn plus 2 units of Botox for every comment.
Very cool.
Who's got questions?
I haven't seen any questions come through yet, guys. So go submit your questions in Q&A.
I'm going to have to go to the Q&A as well.
Here we go.
Do you want to take Haley's question, Jeremy?
Yes, I do. Haley, where is the money located on the app? I've been participating in a...
Haley, are you a client or are you a RepeatMD? Are you a client of RepeatMD or a client of a local med spa?
Yeah, are you a patient or are you one of our clients at RepeatMD?
I mean, I'm okay either way. I love this journey
Yeah,
for you.
but for the $20 per month membership for let's see, do
Hey,
let
Shannon, while Jeremy handles that. Oh, sorry. It is being recorded, Shannon.
me let me open up an app to show you.
Jeremy,
Okay.
to make questions work when you're done, when you're done doing this, why don't you just pin the question and then I'll read it from there if you want to go that way? Because I know we can't read to each other today. So if you just find a question to pin.
Okay, you got it. And Haley, to answer your question, whenever you have, let's see, like a beauty bank, $20 per month for memberships, if it's set up and they're saving, like if they're adding the repeat cash to their wallet, then they can go into their wallet here and it will appear right here where it says repeat cash in their wallet, or they can click here and see how much repeat cash they have to shop services. So this is on the patient side where the patient can find it. And then on your side, if we go into the admin panel, give me 1 second. Oops. Stand by. On the admin side, you can find it right if you open up someone's account right here. You can see it on the admin side on their client profile. You can click manage, and then you can add. Well, add is coming soon, but deduct, you can deduct right here as well and manage it. And you can see the repeat
Whoa,
cash.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Uh-oh.
When do I get it?
Soon. Wait.
Okay.
Very.
Guys, I've been begging for like 3 months to add cash. Cash for the merchandise, cash for the hard goods, cash for the pickings and the chickens and the pickings. Also, another musical deep cut, by the way. That was the Music Man.
Haley, did that answer your question in the chat? Say yes or no if it did. I'd be happy to answer it more. No other questions, guys? Feel free to add questions. We have a few minutes.
I'm not. Oh, I gotta load earlier messages. I'm not letting you get away without answering this one, Jeremy. And I know we don't maybe have the answer. Oh, it's gone. Hold on. Can you see that on your end?
Yeah. Okay.
I know
So
the answer might be we don't know.
exactly. So we don't know yet. They haven't shared any of that information with us. I'm not 100% sure, but that will be answered on the webinar. So scan and sign up. Sorry, I don't have that answer for you yet, Shauna. But it will be answered on the webinar. And then also here is a link to join in the chat. So join with that link as well. And sorry for the technical difficulties today, guys. I know it's kind of weird, me and Chris not being able to hear each other, but hopefully this is still working well for y'all.
Oh, got a new one.
Oh, is there a publication of all the new additions to the app? So we send out monthly newsletters, and then also each time we make a release, we will send out an email letting you guys know what has been released. So please check your email. You should be receiving those release emails. Also, we'll have app queues with like pop-ups in the admin panel that will point you to the new releases as well as they come out.
Got another one. I think everyone has access to repeat cash. It's their ability to add is not here yet, but the ability to use or deduct is around. A lot of people get repeat cash from rewards. You can set up a reward that you earn repeat cash. You can also make it a part of your memberships.
Correct. Exactly. So you can earn repeat cash from rewards. They can convert them into repeat cash if you have that turned on. So you can set that up within each individual reward and put the amount of repeat cash they can earn from it. Also, if you set up beauty banks in your memberships, you can set up how much they receive each month in repeat cash or list it as an option. So instead of redeeming a treatment, they can redeem a repeat cash amount. And typically, best practice would be having that equivalent to the monthly membership fee. So that way, if maybe they're out of town and they can't come in for a treatment, they can bank that for the repeat cash and use it towards anything else.
I'm just, since I can't really hear anything, I'm just going to pretend that this pinned comment is all about me.
Perfect. So let's see. See all. Are we good?
All right, y'all. Anyone else got a question before we wrap things up? Should we count them down? 10,
Yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Five,
4,
four,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Happy New Year! Sign up for Sell More this holiday season. All right, y'all, I'm back, I think in 3 weeks with another fantastic webinar. You guys know I'm always accessible on Misha Aesthetics, Botox by Misha. Jeremy has his email published on the RepeatMD admin panel. But if you guys need anything until then, peace out, Girl Scout.
Haley, make sure you contact Chris Botox by Misha on Instagram, and then he can give you a call, give you his number. So just reach out, Botox by Misha on Instagram. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Have a great rest of your week.